Hello, back for another week here on the show with some great features I know you're going to love. If you've been thinking about, downsizing maybe you're in the market for a tiny home. We're going to have a look at one of those today on another edition of Home Improvement. Plus, it's Chamber Week, the Chamber of Commerce week. We get to shop local, because of that weird guy down south. Anyways, we're going to have all that and so much more on CKPG today. It's time for another edition of Home Improvement with the Canadian Home Builders Association here in Northern BC. Today we're taking you inside a tiny home here at Pine Ridge Modular Homes in Prince George. They're located just off Highway 97. So you might have seen this when you're driving by here on the hard highway. This is a pretty cool home though. It's tiny. Anything under 500 square feet qualifies as a tiny home. This one is about 400, but you wouldn't believe what it looks like inside. Come on and have a look. Inside that tiny home here at Pine Ridge Modular. And Andrew, this is like a pretty cool piece here you got on the lot. Tell me a little bit about this.
So this is a tiny home. It's 360 square feet. It is an actual registered tiny home, so it is built to code A277, which means you can put it on any kind of foundation you want. It's not like the typical ones you see online that are built on old RV frames. This is an actual registered tiny home. You can mortgage it, you can insure it as a home. This is very different than what you see there. Very customizable when we build these things. This one has a butcher block countertop, which is really nice. Has a high efficiency heat pump for heat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, it's minus 30 outside right now. Feels perfect inside. I mean, the windows would probably help with that, but yeah, it feels nice.
Yeah. We have an electric fireplace as well, and then a backup heater in the bathroom as well.
That's pretty cool. Okay, let's zoom in on the kitchen here, producer Zach. Like, this is, we're a tiny home, a pretty decent kitchen. You got everything you need. I could see an older couple or a couple living in here.
Yeah, full set of appliances. So range, stove, dishwasher, deep farmer's kitchen sink, which is nice.
Yep.
And then your fridge and freezer as well.
All of that right there. And this, you're saying customizable, so people want a little wider, a little longer, or like?
Yeah, we can build to any size. So again, this is 380 square feet, but we go all the way up to 2,000 square feet.
And the cool thing about this too, Andrew, we were just talking about this, these are built in BC.
Yes, they are. All BC made. We have a factory down in Kelowna that builds them. We can do, again, a 2,000 square foot home in about 10 weeks.
10 weeks?
Yeah.
There used to be the stigma, trailers, blah, blah, right?
Yeah, that trailer's a bit of a taboo word nowadays.
Yeah.
We don't build like we used to back in the 70s and 80s. We have to follow BC building code. So it's all 2x6 construction. We have to follow the snow load of where your home's going. We have to have this right R value. These are actual houses and homes now. You can walk into any one of our homes. You would not be able to tell it was made in a factory. Yeah. And that is the only difference nowadays between what a general contractor is doing compared to what we do. We're just built in a factory.
There's a fireplace in here. Andrew, this, I feel like, the quintessential master bedroom, if you will. This is
nice barn door slides too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a space saver.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Yeah, this really, do you see, what's the demographic of people shopping for tiny homes?
People who are really trying to minimize their living, which is great. The other thing is because of the square footage of this can go in your backyard.
As a carriage house.
Carriage house or an Airbnb.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, producer Zach, you feel the heat there? On that side, it's nice to look at. It's nice, I can feel the heat actually radiating over here. You can get all the hookups, whether it's water, sewer.
Oh yeah, this is a home, so it's got water, sewer, power, anything you need. Yeah, ready to go and be hooked up. Our price always includes delivery, setup, and installation, so you don't have to worry about that when we do it too. And then we warranty our work for a year.
You guys do TV studios by chance?
Build anything, yeah. It's not an issue.
Might have to take him up on his offer here. Andrew, people are wondering, can they? How do the people get started on the process? Just come and give you guys a chat?
Just come talk to us. We give free quotes. We'll design a floor plan for you and do a complete scale of what you want, and that's free. We hand that off to you. There's no obligation to buy, and then you get to see what your floor plan would look like and everything that goes into it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time. You guys, of course, here in Prince George and Burns Lake?
Correct, yes.
Perfect. Okay, so there you go. 2 spots to check out.
And we deliver all over BC.
Deliver all over BC, even better. There you go. There's no place, northern BC, you'd be crazy. People could put a house these days. So,
exactly.
Thanks for your time. And yeah, come and give these guys a look. I mean, tiny homes are trendy. And I gotta say, this one, I could picture myself in here.
Yeah.
Home Improvement on CKPG today is brought to you by the Canadian Home Builders Association of Northern BC. Look for the logo, the sign of Canada's home building professionals.
Today is the official start of Chamber Week here in Prince George. And is it a BC thing too, Neil?
It's a national
It's
thing.
a national thing, a Canadian thing.
That's right.
That's pretty good. Well, a reason to celebrate. This Chamber Week may be more important than some in the past that we've had, but talk to me a little bit about
100%. And well, why I'm wearing pink today is to celebrate the role of that not-for-profits play in the business life and the community life of our community, but also the role they play in the Prince George Chamber. Of our 530 members, more than 40 of them are not-for-profits.
Wow.
And the reason that they work with the chamber is that not-for-profits realize that a healthy businesses and a strong economy is good for not-for-profits. It gives them the resources that they need to do their important work. And well, I'll just give an example, is looking at even the Arts Council, right? Their big event every year is Studio Fair in November.
Yep.
What is Studio Fair? It's the largest small business trade show, annual trade show in Prince George.
Yeah, in northern BC.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so again, right, that's the role that small businesses play, but then that connection to not-for-profits. So Pink Shirt Day is coming up February 26th, and just wanted to draw some extra attention to our friends at Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Northern BC.
Yeah, that's
who are proud chamber members.
Hey, there you go. Even a cherry on top there. I wanted to ask you this because I feel like it's cool to get your perspective on it. Obviously, you've been involved with the chamber for a while now, but taking on the role of full-time president, what has it been like to learn more about the chamber and the work it does, just through your lenses?
Well, the Prince George Chamber of Commerce specifically is older than Prince George.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The Prince George Board of Trade was founded in 1911.
Wow.
And so, yeah, we've been around for a minute.
Just a bit.
And so again, I mean, that was a recognition that even the founding citizens of Prince George, even before it actually became its own municipality, realized that coming together, working together, businesses working together, improves all businesses and improves the community as a whole. And that's really what we've always been trying to do at the chamber.
Yeah, and chamber members range, and I mean, we're talking about nonprofits, but it can be anyone from a restaurant to a retail to whatever, right?
We have everyone from Air Canada right down to small home-based businesses and everything in between.
That's so super cool. What's the easiest way to support business during Chamber Week?
I would say it's just support our local businesses. It's particularly right now we're now living in a time more than ever where we're working together, partnering together, but again supporting local and eating at our local restaurants, but again just supporting our local businesses and our local not-for-profits in all of the work they do.
There is probably a false conception out there, a misconception maybe by some folks. Of course, some franchises, chains, but many of them have local owners as well.
Local owners and local employees.
Yes.
Right, and of course those employees Again, go out and shop local as well. They also support our not-for-profits. They also volunteer. So again, it's all of that community connection.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to support, of course, with your wallet or just by going to pay the folks a visit or go take a flight with Air Canada, I guess, too. I didn't know they were members.
Yeah. I do want to give a special shout out to Pattison Media, who is one of our premier partners and has been for many years for the Chamber in all of the support that you do and for the Chamber. And also that, I mean, that partnership, we did the provincial election forum. Last year. We're going to do that again this spring or fall or sometime this year for the federal election. Whenever that happens, we're going to repeat that. So again, those partnerships are so valuable.
Yeah, no, I just think it's cool, Neil. Like, I mean, I don't often reflect and take the stage here very often, but like through the journey as the host of this show, seeing all the local businesses and the people working hard to make them run is something that I don't think I would have learned before I took on this job. And there's just so many very cool, important people here that I feel like the city probably takes for granted.
Well, they have a passion for what they do. For a lot of them, they could be doing other jobs, doing other things, making widgets, if you will, and they want to do something that warms their heart, that gets them excited, and it's their passion, and that's how our economy works. Not just in Prince George, but right across the country.
Awesome. Well, happy Chamber Week to you. Thanks for dropping by. And shout out to my grandma, Judy Jackson, first female president of the Chamber here in Prince George. So wouldn't be Chamber Week without celebrating that. I'll give you the plug. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, Cade.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
February means it's time for the push-up challenge for the Canadian Mental Health Association, and that means folks like CMHA Northern BC here in Prince George have the chance to benefit as some result of some fun. Elaine's here to talk more about that. Thanks for making the time to chat today.
Oh, thank you for the invitation.
So tell me a little bit about this push-up challenge, Elaine.
So this is the second year running in Canada, and this originates out of Australia. And 2,000 push-ups represents the 2,000 lives that are lost to suicide, so that's where the 2,000 comes from, and also 20% of folks in this country for sure that live with mental illness on a daily basis.
Wow, so a good reason to have 2,000 push-ups, because last year I tried to do them. It was very hard to get them all done. But
oh, it was very hard, but what's nice is it doesn't have to be push-ups. It can be walking, it could be sit-ups, it can be scrunches, it's all-inclusive exercise, because we know there's a deep connection between physical movement and activity and mental health and well-being.
Yeah, good important time of year, especially right now, hey, to talk about mental health as well.
Yes, and it's really important because CMHA National came out with their State of Mental Health in Canada, and things are not good. Mental health is 3 times worse than it was before COVID.
Wow.
And in BC, the rates are quite alarming, particularly because we know there's a connection between housing insecurity, homelessness, housing crisis, food insecurity, hunger. All these social inequalities and inequities have a direct impact on mental health. So really an important time when we're looking at those connections between these different injustices that are happening.
Yeah, no kidding. It never feels good to go to the grocery store these days.
No, it doesn't. And our Nourish Food Bank in Quesnel is serving at least 600 clients a month in Quesnel.
Wow, that's a lot. Wow. Tell me a little bit about CMHA Northern BC and a little bit about what you guys do.
So CMHA of Northern BC has been around for about 6 decades.
Wow.
And so we are the voice and the hub of mental health and well-being in Northern BC, the huge geography of Northern BC, so not just Prince George.
Gotcha.
So we have satellite programs, peer support programs in remote communities. So we are our mandate is to mental health and wellness of all Canadians and all people across northern BC, a critical part of the work that we do, which involves the push-up challenge, and one of the reasons for it is the destigmatization of mental illness.
Just to get people talking about it.
Absolutely, and that is, when we're talking about it, we destigmatize it, people seek help and supports, we provide education, we provide integrated or wraparound supports for housing, mental health and well-being, supporting folks that are incarcerated in psychiatric wards, helping people who are precariously housed with food insecurity, transitioning into safe and affordable housing, and maintaining that safe and affordable housing. So it's the integrated services that we provide are really important. So we have things like life skills and ESW and vocational skills, and we have our Connections Wellness Center, which is the hub of mental health and well-being in Prince George.
That's the one downtown, yeah.
No, it's a little bit in suburbia.
Oh.
I'm still new to Prince George, so I'm like,
it's all good.
It's suburbia.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So people doing the push-up challenge, the idea is as you do this, you raise money to support, and you can pick CMHA Northern BC when you sign up, right?
Right, and you can start your own team at your own organization.
Perfect.
And so we have a team started at our office, which everybody begrudgingly joined, including myself. I feel my pain already from the exercises that I'm going to be doing for the next while. But it's such a great cause, and the movement is so huge in Australia, and that's why CMHA National brought the program here to Canada. So just the awareness that it's raising alone is absolutely invaluable, because BC has some of the highest rates of stigma for folks with mental illness in the country.
Wow.
So it becomes so important in BC that we're doing this and supporting our vast geographic region across northern BC.
Definitely. Well, thanks for coming in, Elaine.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to actually pick on some Pattison folks here. They can do my push-ups for me today, so I'm going to go around the office and we'll force some people to drop and give me 20.
Well, you can also walk up and down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, don't tell them that. I'm gonna make them give me Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you so much.
All right, now's the time. Who's going to do the most push-ups in this office? I guess we'll have to see. On delay. Let's go over here. Go this way. The radio people, they leave early on, a weekend is near, so there's not many of them over here. 1, 2, 3, 29, 30. I'm out of breath. 31. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 31. I'll take that. Thank you. That's supporting mental health with passion and pride right there. Shout out, JD. Okay, let's go find some other folks. If it isn't the anchor of CKPG News, Adam Burles. You do as many push-ups as you can. JD just did 31. You have a black belt, I hear.
Yeah, I do, yes.
So tell me, how many did you have to do when you got your black belt?
500.
Adam Burles once did 500?
Yes.
Okay, let's see a repeat right now.
Well, hang on. That's a bit too much pressure, but I mean, I could probably do, at least 5.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
1, 2, 3. 33. You can stop. You're good. Good. You only have to do like 20 a day for the Canadian Mental Health Association. So
Only 20 a day. Okay.
you did some for me too. So
For tomorrow too.
Okay, well, thank you. Round of applause. Okay, Jaden, now your turn. I want to see your form. You talk a big game. How many do you think you're gonna do?
I said 50 earlier. We'll see if that actually does happen, but I'll try my best. And if I tear a pec doing it, well, so be it.
I know some good trainers. Okay, let's see it. Sports Guide CKPG. Let's see how athletic he really is. I'll count. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 47, 8, 9, for 50. Will he do it? Whoa, yeah, I'll give it to you. 50. Fair and square. High five. Good job. 50 push-ups from Jaden DeMello. If you're wondering, he is athletic. He's the sports guy. This is an athlete. Confirmed. Okay, Tommy Osborne now. I know he's better on the ivories than he probably is with push-ups, but
Dude, I'm not built for this.
not built for this, he says.
You said a 20 is the floor?
As long as you do 20, you did your duty for the mental health folks.
Okay, yeah, if it's for mental health. I'm probably not getting 50, but...
23, I don't know how many keys are on piano, but that has to be more, right? 25, pretty good. Tommy Osborne, great piano teacher. Good at push-ups too. High five. Thank you. Good job. Greg Fry, you want to indulge? All right, he's going to do it for the people. Here he goes. 2, 4. Let's group count. 5, 6, 7. 48, 49, 50. Wow. Greg, wow. Round of applause. Bow down. Okay, high five. You got I know you got a radio cast to do. Big supporter of mental health, Greg Fry.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, well, I concur. The team here supports mental health, and they did their push-ups for me. So thank you. Thank you. Support Teammate Jay and join the push-up challenge. Doesn't have to go to the gym. He just did all of his work. You can too. Time to take a look outside at today's CKPG snapshot from Connor Westergaard. This kid delivers again here. This is a moose hanging out at Ginter's Mountain, Prince George. You can see his tongue literally hanging out here. Yeah, you think moose enjoy the winter? I think so. Look at him. He's like a dog at Ginter's Park. Maybe he learned that from the dogs. Anyways, thanks so much, Connor, for sending that one in. There's plenty of notable figures in Prince George. Of course, many of them have streets named after them, buildings named after them. We've had the discussion before. What will be named after myself? I'm not sure. Maybe a tower, maybe this studio, maybe a cup. We'll see. Depends on my impact, I guess. But the impact of Bill Cordoban cannot be understated. This guy has the Cordoban Lodge for good reason. Let's take a look back at his legacy in forestry today on the show. Today we look back on the life of a pioneer here in Prince George, Bill Cordoban. Does that name ring a bell? Well, the Cordoban Lodge, one of the legacies, of course, that the Cordoban family has. But Bill Cordoban, particularly known for his work in forestry. And of course, in 1979, he also ran as a federally independent candidate. Cool facts about a pretty important figure when it comes to Prince George forestry. Bill Cordoban, confirmed good guy and, of course, important figure. Many people are definitely thanking him for their contributions, the Cordoban family's contributions to that cancer center lodge, the Cordoban Lodge here in Prince George. Of course, a little off topic, but today is also National Poop Day. Couldn't expand that more on the show because, well, no one wants to talk about that. But anyways, hope you have a great one, and yeah, enjoy the rest of whatever Monday has to offer you. Bye for now, folks.